Welcome back. As we continue our look at the Proverbs 31 woman, who she was and what she was like, today's video is called Health and Beauty, Inside and Out. Proverbs 31 verse 30 tells us that charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. Women of the Bible were beautiful. We see the words beauty, charm, favor, and fair used in the Old Testament, and they usually come from one of two Hebrew words. One describes a youthful appearance, while the other is defined as pleasant, delightful, joyful, or righteous. In other words, inner beauty. The Bible does not say it is wrong for a woman to want her look her best, but naturally it would be wrong to attempt to impress others. The Proverbs 31 woman wanted to look beautiful in the eyes of only one man, her husband, and to him she was the most beautiful woman in the world. Her beauty was more than skin deep. She had an inner beauty. In Peter 3 verses 3 to 4, we read, "Your adornment must not be merely external, braiding the hair, wearing gold jewelry, or putting on dresses, but let it be the hidden person of the heart, with that imperishable quality of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is precious in the sight of God." The Proverbs 31 woman owed it to God to take care of her health. 1 Corinthians 3 verses 16 to 17 tell us, "Do you not know that you are the temple of God, and that God dwells in you? If anyone defiles the temple of God, God shall destroy him. For the temple of God is holy, and you are that temple." She also owed it to her husband and family. They depended on her, and because she was strong and healthy, she was able to give them her best. The Proverbs 31 woman was well groomed. She bathed daily using a vegetable soap that she made herself. It was a common style in those days to twist the hair into ringlets, keep it in place with a linen band. It is very possible that the Proverbs 31 woman did her hair this way. Cosmetics existed back then, but their use was associated with women of loose morals. For her wedding, though, she would have faintly outlined her eyes, but that's about it. One thing she did do, however, was wear a perfume made of spices and olive oil. She also mixed olive oil with beeswax to make a skin cream. She stored it in an ornate alabaster jar and applied it liberally after bathing. Proverbs 31 verse 18 tells us that her light does not go out at night. This has led critics of Proverbs 31 to claim that she was sleep deprived. Actually, nothing could be farther from the truth. If she didn't get enough sleep, she would have been unable to manage everything she did. But back then there were no electric lights. If you had to get up in the night, for example, to comfort a crying child, it was necessary to have a small light burning. Her light did not go out at night because she was organized and prepared and made sure it had enough oil. The Proverbs 31 woman and her servant girls carried their water from wells. A separate cistern was used to collect rainwater. Although she served wine with meals, she drank water throughout the day, particularly when she was doing hard physical work. She had no difficulty getting her 8 glasses daily. The Proverbs 31 woman didn't need an exercise routine. It was built into her daily life in the form of housework, without modern conveniences, walking to the market, looking after her children, and tending her vineyard. She knew nothing about calories, target heart rate, or body mass index, and yet her physically challenged work cleared her body of toxins, improved her mental outlook, kept her ideal weight, and strengthened her heart. Proverbs 31 verse 17 tells us that she specifically made her arms strong and that she girded herself with strength, implying her lower back. She needed to be strong in order to plant, weed, and harvest her vineyard. Her education as a young girl included keeping her family healthy and curing illnesses. Certain types of homemade beer and wine were used for medicinal purposes. The Proverbs 31 woman was knowledgeable in herbal medicine, the only type of medicine she had. She had a busy life full of responsibilities, and it's not hard to believe that a woman such as she had her own methods of relieving stress. Proverbs 31, verse 15, tells us that she awoke early and planned the work for the day ahead. She went into the day more serene because she had a schedule to follow. No doubt she also built extra time into her schedule so that an unexpected development wouldn't blow her too far off course. In the next video, we will look at the charitable side of the Proverbs 31 woman. Join me then.